Some horror stories fade when the lights come on, but the most terrifying ones are the ones you can't escape. The ones that live in your thoughts. Think about it. Monsters, ghosts, demons, those are easy. They belong to haunted houses, old forests, abandoned asylums, places you can avoid. But what about the horror that follows you home? The kind you carry in your own mind, the thought that whispers at night. What if the scariest thing isn't out there, but inside your head? Tonight, I want to share with you 3 of the darkest, most haunting thoughts you will ever hear. These aren't just scary stories. They're philosophical horrors. Terrifying ideas that will twist the way you see your life, your reflection, and even the people around you. One of them asks if there's a room that has been waiting for you since the day you were born. Another wonders if your reflection is really yours, or if something else has been trapped inside the mirror all along. And the last thought questions whether people truly die at all, or if they're simply erased as if they never lived. Stay with me until the end, because once these thoughts enter your mind, you won't be able to unthink them. They'll linger long after the video is over. And the last one might be the scariest thought you've ever had. Picture this. It's late at night. Your house is silent, the kind of silence that feels heavy, like it's pressing down on you. You've walked these hallways 1,000 times. You know every creak of the floor, every corner, every shadow. But tonight, something is different. At the end of the hallway, there's a door you don't remember. A door that shouldn't be there. You're sure of it. You've lived here for years, and yet it looks so natural, as if it had always been a part of the house. You tell yourself it must be nothing, maybe your mind playing tricks on you, but your curiosity won't let go. Your hand reaches out. The doorknob is cold, almost too cold, as if no one has touched it in a long, long time. You push it open. The hinges groan softly, and what you see is disappointing at first. Just a room, empty walls, a dim light flickering from somewhere above. In the center, a single wooden chair. No windows, no pictures, no furniture, just the chair, waiting. But the moment you step inside, something crawls up your spine. A memory, a feeling. You've been here before. Not in this house, not in this lifetime, but in dreams. Faint, unsettling dreams you had as a child. Dreams of a room just like this, with a chair waiting in the middle. A place that felt important, but you could never explain why. And now, here it is. Not a dream, not your imagination, real, solid, waiting for you. You sit down in the chair. The wood creaks under your weight. The light above flickers once, twice, and then steadies. And in that silence, something strange happens. Memories begin to rush back. Not random ones, not just childhood or yesterday's events, but a pattern. Every choice you've ever made, every road you took, every mistake, every coincidence somehow feels connected. All of it leading you here. You realize this room wasn't random. It wasn't a trick of the mind. It was always meant for you, built for you, waiting since the day you were born. And here's the terrifying thought. This room is not a destination you found. It's the destination that found you. What if your life isn't random at all? What if every moment, every step, every dream was guiding you toward this exact place? Not heaven, not hell, not death, but a final room, your room. And once you sit in that chair, you never leave. Not because you're trapped, not because someone locks the door, but because deep down you understand you were always meant to stay. Now think, have you ever dreamed of a place that felt too real? A place you've never been, but the memory is crystal clear. What if that wasn't a dream at all? What if that's your room, waiting for the day you finally find it and take your seat? We see mirrors every day. We use them without thinking, to fix our hair, to check our clothes, to reassure ourselves that the face looking back is ours. But what if I told you mirrors are not as innocent as they seem? What if your reflection isn't copying you at all? What if it's watching you? A woman once noticed something strange. She was brushing her teeth late at night when her reflection blinked just a little too late, a fraction of a second, almost unnoticeable. She laughed it off. "I'm just tired," she told herself. But then the next night, her reflection did worse. It smiled when she didn't. And that smile wasn't hers. It was too wide, too forced, too knowing. Over the following days, her reflection grew bolder. Sometimes it wouldn't look directly at her. Sometimes it moved a little differently. And sometimes she swore it was mouthing words she couldn't hear. Then one night she stood in front of the mirror and her reflection didn't move at all. She tilted her head. Nothing. She raised her hand. Nothing. It just stood there, smiling, watching. And in that frozen stare, she understood something horrifying. That thing in the mirror wasn't her reflection. It never was. It was something else. Something trapped. Something that had been watching her for years, waiting for a moment of weakness. Waiting to take her place. Now think, why do mirrors unsettle us in the dark? Why do we sometimes feel the urge to look away? Maybe it's because on some level we know the truth. A mirror isn't just glass. It's a doorway, a thin wall between us and them. And what's on the other side may not be a reflection at all. Now, here's the thought that will haunt you. If your reflection has been watching all your life, if it knows your movements, your words, your secrets, then one day it won't need to copy you anymore. It can take over. And when that happens, what's left of you? Are you the real one? Or have you already been replaced long ago without realizing it? Tonight, when you pass by a mirror in the dark, don't look too closely, because if your reflection blinks too late or smiles when you don't, you'll know it's not a reflection anymore. It's something else, and it's been waiting.
We all know what death is, or at least we think we do. The body stops, the heart ceases, the person is gone. But what if that isn't what really happens? What if people don't die at all? What if they're erased? Imagine waking up one morning and something feels off. Your best friend doesn't answer your calls. You look for him online. Nothing. You ask others and they look at you with confusion. They've never heard of him. They don't even recognize the name. You rush to his house, but the house isn't his anymore. A different family lives there. His photos, his belongings, every trace of him gone. Not hidden, not destroyed. It's as if he never existed at all. At first, you think you're losing your mind, but then it happens again. Another friend, then a neighbor, a co-worker. One by one, they vanish. Not in front of you, not in a puff of smoke, but in silence, quietly erased along with the memory of them from everyone else's mind. Only you remember. Only you carry the weight of knowing they were real. And the more people vanish, the more isolated you become, until it feels like the entire world is rewriting itself, deleting the people around you. And then it hits you. It's not random. It's inevitable. One day soon, it'll be your turn. You won't die. You won't even feel it happen. You'll just vanish. Every record of you gone, every photo erased, every memory wiped clean. It will be as if you never walked this earth at all. Think about it. We all have gaps in our memories, faces we can't recall, people from childhood whose names we have forgotten, classmates, neighbors, co-workers that slip away into nothing. We tell ourselves that's normal, that it's just the way the brain works. But what if it's not? What if those people didn't fade from memory because of time? What if they were erased? And here's the most terrifying thought of all. If being erased is the true end, then one day someone you love will look around and realize you're gone. They won't grieve. They won't cry. They won't even remember you were ever here. And soon after that, even they'll be erased too, until nothing remains. No memories, no history, no trace of humanity at all. Just silence, as if none of this ever existed. So tell me, when you can't remember someone from your past, when their name is on the tip of your tongue but it just won't come back, were they really forgotten, or have they already been erased? 3 thoughts, 3 horrors. A room that has been waiting for you since the day you were born. A reflection that doesn't belong to you. And the terrifying possibility that people don't die at all. They're simply erased. These aren't just stories. They're seeds.
And once planted, they grow inside your mind. They linger in your dreams, in the silence of your house at night, in the way you look at a mirror, or in the faces you can't quite remember anymore. So now I have to ask you, which of these thoughts will haunt you most tonight? Will you dream of that final room? Will you avoid the mirror in the dark? Or will you wonder if someone in your life has already been erased? Tell me in the comments below, because your answer might reveal something you didn't even realize about yourself. And if this video kept you on edge, if it made you think twice about the world around you, then you're exactly the kind of mind I built this channel for. But don't stop here, because the next horror thought we're exploring is even darker. One that might make you question whether you really are in control of your own life at all. You don't want to miss it. So hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me again as we dive deeper into the horror of thoughts. Because the scariest stories are the ones you can't forget.